Hello there, Samuel. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
All right. Uh, I haven't met you before, but thanks for joining this particular class. It's great to have somebody. Last week I had one person, and this week I have one person as well. So I guess I'm batting 100%.
Yeah, I figured I'd give it a shot.
Have you ever done Sabori before?
I have not, no.
All right. It might help me to coach you through it if you turn on your camera, but if you're not
Yeah, of course.
comfortable with that, I'm certainly fine. Oh, there you are. All right.
Yeah,
So give me a sense of your background. Have you done martial arts before?
I have not, no.
All right. Do you have enough space around you to move
Yeah,
around?
I
Yeah,
think I do. I don't know. I have like a decent space here, so
great. Cool. That'll be
yeah.
enough. Um, I'm gonna make sure I can see both of us so that I know which direction you're moving and which direction I'm moving. So Sabori is a martial pattern in which we move east and west and north and south with different steps. It's not really physically taxing, but mentally it helps you develop an awareness of where you are in space, and it helps you move better when if you're on the field, if you're an athlete, or just in general, if you're walking down the street and you hit a curb, you have better awareness of where your feet are.
Okay.
So what I want you to do first is we're just going to warm up the central nervous system of the body, get the heart and the lungs going. So if you want to step back and I'll put on the music. If you have any questions, just shout them out whenever you need to, and we'll get going. All right, can you hear the music? I'll turn it up if you can't.
I can't hear you yet.
All right, it should be pretty faint, but just there for a little distraction. All right, can you see me all right?
Yeah.
Great. So take your front hands in front of your body like this, in front of your thighs, feet nice and wide. Then you're going to inhale and bring your fingers up in front of your shoulders. And as you exhale, let your wrists relax and go forward. Sort of like you're flinging out a blanket in front of you. The first part of this is called Chi Gong. We're going to breathe in and then exhale. Just getting the energy of the body circulating and moving through the legs, through the arms. And as you do this, try to lift your shoulders up, let your diaphragm lift, and then breathe out. All right, take the left hand, move out to the left side, big step to the side. Now let your hips and shoulders get into it too. And if you have any stress in your body, you can let that go right through your fingertips. Look towards your hand as you turn to the side. Keep that breathing going. You don't have to go to the beat of the music. Just go to whatever you feel comfortable with. And you can take this movement into the sides of your feet, rocking towards your toes, towards the edge of your heel. So this warm-up lasts about 5 minutes. We're going to mobilize all the joints for what we do later in the class. Now I want you to wrap the hands from hip to shoulder. Twist through the hips. Drive your opposite hip towards your hand. When bears get up in the morning, this is what they do. I get out of the woods and I say, I'm happy to be alive. And that's what I've done today, or at least tried to do in this particular environment. I keep the breathing going every time you turn your hips. This is a great drill to do before like an athletic game. Now let's turn towards our right side. Walk the hands down towards the foot and around to the front. Try to get your palms down. Then around to the left side, back to the middle, back to the right side, and back to the middle. Back to the left, walk up the left side, and reach overhead with the arms all the way up. Interlace your fingers. Push your palms towards the ceiling. Good. Release the hands. One heel toe wider with your foot. And do that drill again. Down the right side, to the middle, to the left side, to the middle, to the right side, to the middle, left side, middle, then left side, up to the middle, arms over the head, interlace the palms. See if you can get your hands higher than last time, pushing your feet out at the same time. Exhale and release the hands. All right, let's mobilize the hips. To the left side, circles with the hips. 2 more times, then reverse direction, other way. We're going to be twirling and pivoting on the feet, so getting the hips going is really important. Now bring your feet together, knees. Rotate to the left, hands on your thighs, and let your lumbar spine curl up. Reverse direction, other way. Knees are really important to keep the body healthy, and give ourselves flexibility. Now take your right leg forward, left leg back, square your hips up, bend your back knee, and lean back with your shoulders. You should feel a stretch through your thigh. Try to lean all the way back, let your head look to the ceiling, and then kick that leg through, lean over your front leg, support yourself on your bent knee, stretch your hamstring, and try it on the other side. Right leg back, square your hips, lean back with your shoulders, look up to the ceiling, push your hips forward, and kick that leg through, hamstring stretch on the other side. We're also going to do some work through the ankles. So mobilize your left ankle, little roll to the side. I think you young kids call this the stanky leg. Yeah. Try the other side. Awesome. All right, so we're going to move into Sabori Pattern number 1. You can face north-south, you can face east-west, face whatever way is most comfortable for you. You're going to pick a point in front of you. Left leg forward, hands up. Pattern number 1 is to step backwards first, then step through, and you're always going to turn towards your back shoulder. So whatever leg is back, you're going to turn towards that shoulder with your body. Right. So let's try that again. Left leg forward, hands up, step back with the left leg, step through, and then turn towards your back shoulder. Step back with the front leg. Yep, step back, step through, then turn towards the back shoulder. Great. Step back, step through, and turn. So imagine your hands are cups of water. You don't want to let the water drain out of the cups. Keep your hands elevated and up towards the ceiling. So start with your left leg forward again, and let's try that at tempo. So you're going to step like this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Step, step, turn. Step, step, turn. Try that with me. Step, step, turn. Step, step, turn. Step, step, turn. Step, step, turn. Good. So that's the first pattern, Sabori number 1. Sabori number 2, we're going to advance on our target. So with the left leg forward, you're going to take your back foot, advance, step through, and turn. Advance, step through, and turn. And remember, when you turn, you're always turning towards your back shoulder. Okay. So try that with me. Left leg forward, Right leg back, step forward, step through, and turn. Good. Step forward, step through, and turn. Great. Now a little bit faster. Step forward, step through, and turn. Good. Step forward, step through, and turn. Step forward, step through, and turn. Step forward, step through, and turn. Great. Now the mental part of the routine comes in. You're going to do pattern number 1, then pattern number 2. 2 times with each pattern. Pattern number 1 is negative, so we're going to travel back first. Step back, step through, and turn. 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 Pattern number 2, positive. Step forward, step through, and turn. Step forward, step through, and turn. Again, step forward, step through, and turn. Step forward, step through, and turn. All right, he's pretty good. He thinks he's got it down. Now it switches to a pivot. So you're going to take the back foot, pivot behind the front foot. Watch first and then try it. So I'm rotating behind my front foot. Try it with me. Pivot towards your back shoulder. Right, so you're, yes, and then step through. Try that again. Pivot, step through, and turn towards your back shoulder. Yes, good. Pivot towards your back shoulder. Step through, turn. Awesome. Now remember the hands. Both hands up, like those cups of water we talked about. Good. Pivot. Step through and turn. Pivot. Step through and turn. So this could be applied to like basketball when you're posting up, or hockey when you have to make a quick reversion of your speed or your direction. And it's great for your mental awareness too. Pivot to the back, step through and turn. Pivot, step through and turn. Good, I think you got that one. Number 4, we're gonna go positive, but pivoting. So you're gonna take your front leg, step over your back leg, and then pivot around. Step through and turn. Take the front leg, step over the back leg, pivot, step through and turn. Try that with me. Front leg, step over the back leg. Yep. Step through and turn. Front leg, step over the back leg. Yeah, now you're getting a little turned around. So if my right leg is forward, I'm going to take the right leg and step over the back leg. So I'm heading backwards, then pivot to the same direction I was facing. Step through and turn. Yep. So front leg, step over the back leg, pivot, step through, turn, front leg, step over the back leg, pivot, step through, and turn. Good. Now the challenge. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 2 times through. Good luck. Number 1, negative. Step back, step through, and turn. Step back, step through, and turn. Good. Again, step back, step through, and turn. Step back, step through, and turn. Number 2, positive. Step forward, step through, and turn. 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 Number 3, pivot from the back foot. Around, step through, and turn. pivot around, step through and turn. Pivot around, step through and turn. Pivot around, step through and turn. Number 4, front leg steps past the back leg. Pivot, step through and turn. Front leg steps past the back leg. Pivot, step through and turn. Again, front leg steps past the back leg. Pivot, step through and turn. Front leg steps past the back leg. Pivot, step through and turn. How'd you do?
Got a little mixed up on the very last one, but I think I did
Yep.
pretty well.
The first 3 you rocked out. The last one is tough because it's almost the same pattern as number 3, except your weight's on the other leg.
Yeah.
Right. We'll move on to number 5, and then you can practice number 3 and 4 when we get to the full rendition.
Okay.
Number 5, left leg forward again. It's going to use the north-south direction as well as the east-west direction. You're going to step to the left side and then pivot to north-south. So watch that again. I'm going to step over and then pivot towards the other direction. So right now you're going east-west. You want to turn your body 90 degrees so that you move to north-south. Right. After you do that, just like the other ones, step through, pivot. Yep. Then you're going to turn your body from north-south to east-west. Step to the side, step through and pivot. So it's like you're making a perpendicular cross on the floor.
Okay.
Try it with me. Number 5, step to the left, point, step through, turn. Step to the right, step through, step and pivot. Good. Again, step to the side, step through, pivot. Step to the side, step through, and pivot. Super, he's got it. Just make sure those hands are out in front because you can get into the habit of dropping the hands and then the head drops and everything starts to fold inward. So you want to stay upright. We'll go back to number 5 when we do the full rendition. Number 6 is similar. We're going to go around the front leg with the back leg. So watch. I'm going to pick up my back leg, shoot it around my front leg, then step through. Pick up the back leg, shoot it around, and step through. Try it with me. Back leg shoots around, step through, and turn. Back leg shoots around, step through, and turn. Good. Again, back leg shoots around the front leg, step through and turn. Back leg shoots around the front leg, step through, and turn. Great. Now numbers 5 and number 6 back to back, 2 times through. Number 5, step to the side, step through, and turn. Step to the side, step through and turn. Again, step to the side, step through and turn. Step to the side, step through and turn. Number 6, back leg comes around the front leg, step through and turn. Back leg comes around the front leg, step through and turn. Back leg around, step through and turn. Back leg around, step through and turn. Good. How'd you do with those 2?
I think those were better.
Those were better?
Yeah, and it's fun moving around more.
So now we're going to go back to number 1 and go slowly from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'll walk you through it so you don't get lost. Number 1, retreating step, 2 times through. Step back, step through and turn. Step back, step through and turn. Number one, again, step back, step through and turn. Step back, step through and turn. Again, step back, step through and turn. Step back, step through and turn. Number two, step forward, step through and turn. Step forward, step through and turn. Again, step forward, step through and turn. 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 Number three, pivot. Back leg goes behind the front leg. Pivot around, step through and turn. 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 Number four, front leg steps past the back leg. Pivot, step through and turn. Front leg past the back leg. Pivot, step through and turn. Again, front leg past the back leg. Step through and turn. Front leg past the back leg. Step through and turn. Number five. Yep, number five. Cardinal step. Step to the side. Step through and turn. Step to the side. Step through and turn. Again, step to the side. Step through and turn. Step to the side. Step through and turn. Number six, going around the front leg. Step, step through and turn. You got it. Take your back leg, go around the front leg.
I can't see you. It's like dragging.
Back leg goes around the front leg. Step through and turn. Yep, back leg around the front leg. Step through and turn. Again, back leg around the front leg. Step through and turn. Back leg around the front leg. Step through and turn. Good job. That's a lot of concentration.
Yeah.
Get through all of them. So now that we've done it slow, we need to pick up the pace and really get aggressive with the strikes. So watch how we do that. We're going to use the arms as if we had a sword in them. So you're going to chop down when you do each step. So watch. Chop, 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 chop. Step, 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 step. Let's just do number one with that addition. So imagine your hands have a sword in them. You're going to chop down and do a little crunch with your abs. Try that. Step, 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 step. Yep. Just think about your posture. You want to chop high, not here. Okay. So lift up with your shoulders and crunch down with your abs. Yep. All right, number one with the chop. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And you can use a little bit of vocal addition to this if you want to. Ready? Try that. Exhale. Good. All right, number two, with some chops. You're going to chop forward now. Here we go. Number two, aggressive. Forward, forward step, forward, forward step. Good. Forward, forward step, forward, forward step. Great. Number three. Now imagine you're pivoting to the basket. You've got a rebound. You've got to step quickly, but there's a guy to your side. So you have to turn your shoulders and get your elbows up high to get over him. pivot, and chop down at the same time. Nice. That's a good amount of speed there. And it's tough to stay on the same line as well. Imagine you're sort of on this tightrope. All right, let's try number 3 again. Pivot. And again, pivot, step, turn, pivot, step, turn. I wouldn't blame you if you get a little dizzy.
Yeah.
All right, front leg goes past the back leg, number 4. And this one, imagine that you've got an opponent behind you. Break their leg with your front leg. This, turn, step, turn. This, turn, step, turn. Yep. And see if you can cover more ground with your body, as much space as you have in your dorm room, that is. I don't have much space either, so both in a little bit of a crunch. All right, number 4 again. Break the leg. Step, turn, step, turn. Step, turn, step, turn.
I did that.
Yeah, it's tough to keep your balance, especially with this one.
Yeah.
Also, focus on where the eyes are. Even though your leg is going down, you want to look up so you can pivot correctly. So let's do that one together. Left leg forward, right leg back, pivot to the back, step over, step through and turn, step over, step through and turn. Yep. Again, number 4. Again. Great. All right, number 5 with a little bit of chop. This time, take a bigger step to the side and then slice down with your hands. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can even hop into it each time. With me. Step, step, slide, step. Step, step, slide, step. Step, step, slide, step. Step, step, slide, step. Nice. And right about now, your heart rate should be getting up a little bit.
Yeah.
I know mine is.
Yeah, definitely.
Good. All right, number 5 again. Let's go. Yeah. Step through, step, step, step through. Again. Step through, step through. All right, number 6. And this time, you can really put some chop into it by stepping towards your opponent. So imagine their leg is over there. You're going to drive through with your heel and then step and turn. So really put your foot into their leg. All right, step, turn, step through and turn, step, turn, step through and turn. Good. All right, the big kahuna. Numbers 1 through 6 with the chop, with the break on numbers 3 and 4, and then on numbers 5 and 6 with the hop. Last big challenge, man. We got this. I won't spare you anything. I'm going to give you a little challenge. On your mark, get set, number 1. Step, step, go. Step back, step through, turn. Step back, step through, turn. Again, step back, step through, turn. Step back, step through, turn. Number 2. Forward, step through, turn. Forward, step through, turn. Forward, step through, turn. Forward, step through, turn. Number 3, pivot. Pivot around, step through, turn. 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 Number 4, step past the back leg. Chop, step through, turn. Chop, step through, turn. Chop, step through, turn. Chop, step through, turn. Good. Number 5, hop with the chop. Pivot to one side, step through and turn. Pivot to the other side, step through and turn. Again, chop, step through and turn. Chop, step through and turn. Number 6, step around, break the leg, step through and turn. Step around, break the leg. Again, step around, step through and turn. Step around, step through and turn. Woo! How you feeling?
Tired.
Yeah. Mentally, it makes your brains go a little bit, and physically,
Yeah, definitely.
get your heart rate going, especially if you have to talk while you're doing it, like me. Anyway, next part, we'll bring the heart rate back down a little bit.
Okay.
Take your feet nice and wide. Get back into your arms to the first part of our class. Push your fingers to the sides of the rooms. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Good. Now bring the hands up in front of the body and down. Lift, lower, lift, lower. And even though we're moving a little bit faster now, still get that image of the blanket in front of you. Throw out the blanket and let it come back to your body. Try to slow your heart rate down progressively. Get back to a normal amount of work rate. Hands should be going a little bit slower. Good. All right, take those feet nice and wide again. Should be able to get a little bit farther with your legs this time. Walk down the right side. And we're going to pulse on the right. Try to get your head closer to your knee, get your ribs closer to your thigh. Reach your hands down to the edge of your foot. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Turn to the center. Palms down, head down. Roll the shoulders. Breathe out. Relax the upper body. Stretch. Slide to the left. Pulse. Down and up. Yep. Should feel the stretch through the back of the leg, through the thigh. Try to get your nose closer to your knee. Get 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend your knees, come down to the floor. Turn side 2 so you can see. Hands go underneath your shoulders. Knees go underneath your hips. Lift your knees off the ground. Dig your toes in. And slide your knees side to side. Walk your legs back. Left leg, then right leg walks. Now drive both heels down, down dog. Long arms, long spine. And bend the knees. Take one leg forward into a hip flexor stretch. Lean forward over your heel. Lift up with your left hand. Nice and high. Fingertips right over your ear. Lean back with your shoulders. Drive your hips back. Lean over your hamstring. Drop your fingers to the floor. Stretch through the back of your leg. Release the fingers. Rotate to the other leg. Reach up with your other hand up over your ear. Lean back with your upper body. And drive your hips back. Lean forward over your leg. Fingertips down. Take your heel underneath your butt. Lean back onto your heels. Bring your hands back behind your body. Chest comes up. Open your chest. Stretch to the front of your chest. Let your chin go up to the ceiling. And release the hands. Shake out your arms. Stand on up. Take your right arm, cross your body to the left side. Lift your chest up and drop your shoulder away from your ear. Other side, cross. Chest, shoulders down. Breathe. Then reach both hands out in front of you. Turn your palms down. Press your chest towards the ceiling. Pull your shoulder blades back. Take your knuckles behind your deltoids like this and flap your wings. Great stretch for shoulder mobility, overall arm flexibility. Take your hands towards the middle, interlace your fingers, roll your wrists around. And let's get some tricep stretches in. Right elbow up. Pull your elbow back here. Release your breath. Try to reach down your back with your fingertips. Other side. Deep, deep stretch. And release. Let's get back to those hips that we started with. To the left side. And then the right side. Awesome job, Samuel. You rocked that out.
Thank you. That was fun.
I'm curious because this is the first time I've been able to do it with somebody that hasn't taken my classes at Springfield College back when I taught there. So what did you like about it? What was difficult? What sort of give me some perspectives.
I liked the whole class. It was fun. It was like very interactive, and I was like it was a good warm up, cool down, and like it was definitely it was tougher than I expected, but
mentally it sort of throws you for a loop because even though you're all you're doing is stepping backwards and forwards, you have to process it and keep it in your head for that half an hour or so.
Exactly. And then remembering like what we did at the beginning and bringing it back to the end is
and adding on little chunks so that you feel like you
definitely
are
like
progressing. Yeah. What about the instructions? Were you able to understand it?
Or it was all really clear. Plus
cool.
being able to like see it visually was good too.
All right. Well, that is the basic framework of the class. I mean, I'm a martial artist by heart, so we can certainly expand it to other moves and other types of exercise within that. We did a little bit of Chi Gong at the beginning and then some stretching and conditioning at the end, but that's about my whole spiel. If you have anything you want me to include in the class next week, you're welcome to request it, and I'll try to do my best.
I mean, that was all really good, and I'm on the football team, and like the position I play is like you need a lot of footwork, so a lot of like my teammates could definitely use this. So I'm going to definitely try to get them in
Yeah,
here too this week.
bring them all in, and it is certainly tougher teaching it to a bigger group.
Yeah,
I, I I'm satisfied that we got you through it and taught you
yeah,
that whole pattern, but especially with 5 or 6 guys, then it becomes more of an individual challenge, and everyone's got to figure it out on their own. Because
yeah,
I can't coach them individually to look over their shoulder or do the things that help you figure it out in your head. But you really
exactly.
picked that up quick, man. I mean, some people have a difficulty moving on their own and not looking at the camera so much or
Yeah,
the PC, but that was
that was
awesome.
really fun. Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
How old are you, Samuel?
I'm 19. I'm a
19?
sophomore.
I am
Yeah.
32, so it's been a while since college, but it's great to get a fresh perspective on my teaching, because I've been working with adults mostly, and they show up to class and they're like, oh, I don't really want to do this, and
Yeah.
I have to like pull their nails pretty much just to get them to work out. But you were right ready to go. So
Yeah. I know being
fresh
stuck
perspective.
inside, good to get moving. So
Cool. Well, this was recorded, so you can practice it in this coming week on Springfield College's YouTube channel. And if
okay.
you'd like to perfect your moves and see if you can do the whole thing perfect, next time we meet, that's certainly an option. If you
Okay.
join up next time and you say, Spence, I just want to go right in and test my knowledge of these patterns, see how
Yeah.
you do, you're welcome to try that. If it's just me and you, or if it's other people, we'll start at the beginning and progress through it again. So
Awesome.
take care of yourself, and I
Thank you
will
very
see
much.
you
You as
some other
well.
time, man.
All right. Have a good night.
Take care. Bye.